They'll try to run for it with Crowell. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll go with a big bang. Crowell. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
I'm still struggling to wrap my mind around the year Todd Gurley had with the Los Angeles Rams. I thought he was a lock for 1,000 yards. Didn't approach it and never got over 100 yards in a single game all season.
Yeah, and his rookie year, we know what he did. He was averaging 4.8 yards a carry as a rookie, 3.2 this year. How much of it was up front on the O-line?
There was plenty of that, but he also has to increase his vision. And I think he may add a little bit more weight back on in order to break a few more tackles.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Good, good. Good, good. Good, good. Good, good.
They are going for it. Goff eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. They'll run it again with Crowell. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. On 3rd down, Griffin. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Third and long. It's Griffin. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll come out in the pistol. They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
When this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And as the Cleveland Browns come back out onto the field, they'll get going again on offense here in a second. But 1-15 this last year. And it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland in '99 has only been to the playoffs one time.
Hard to believe, right? Just 2 winning seasons in that time frame
only 2.
as well. But I think there's optimism to be had here in Cleveland. I think that the fans, it's tough for them to see it after another 1-15 season, but I think that they have a plan in place to move this franchise forward. Ownership, front office, head coach, all in lockstep together with a vision and a plan that they intend to execute.
From the gun on third. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Holding, defense.
And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely. Defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Crowell on first. And some room to roam now. And the cutback to the sideline. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards on the ground. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that takes us from second to third down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. On the toss, here's Johnson. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. On the run, it's Crowell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Griffin on 2nd down. Flush to his right. A little dump off for Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Partner, these L.A. Rams, as they come back out here for the next offensive series, they've now missed the playoffs 12 straight seasons. Of course, this last one, their first back in L.A. They were 3-1, so much hope, but then they lost all but one. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Brockers in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it. As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off, it's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and 10. Once again, Griffin. He's going to let this one go deep.